Breaking news. The Continental Football League may have just been dealt death blow.
So, yeah, just with yesterday, we got news of the Ohio Valley Ironmen, like the flagship team in the CoFL. It's folded, and it's really bad for the league, I'd say, because that's like the capital, that's their franchise team, and they only got to play one game. They finished undefeated, which I guess is spotlight, but just had that sponsor pull out, and the league just folded them
Yes.
immediately.
Yeah, so let's take a moment here. So just to clarify what happened, Continental Football League, the headquarters is in, I think, Wheeling or Bridgeport.
It's wheeling.
Yeah, so it's right there, and they're, that kind of makes them kind of like the team of the league itself, being the
Yeah.
home team there. And like you said, they just announced that they're ceasing operations, just as the season is getting going for them after one game. So that's just such a blow to the league. And then you touched on what happened. So what was it that's making them have to cease operations when it looked like they were the cornerstone of the league?
So basically, it's like the CFL. You have all these major leagues, and this one is called the People's League. The people, the community, they fund these teams. They have the power over these teams. Like, without them giving money, these teams will have to like they won't exist. And they made obviously some deals with some sponsors, and apparently one of their major sponsors backed out, and they just decided to fold immediately. And it's really sad to see because I was very excited with that being, our team.
Hmm.
It's very like, it was a very crucial team for the league because, you started with eight, then you went down to five, and now you're down to four with three in the South and one in the North.
Yeah.
And apparently Cincinnati is guaranteed to be in the championship. Um,
With the way it was organized, that's how it would appear to be. They may pivot, but that's to be seen, I guess. But
I I wouldn't be surprised if Cincinnati folded too. I wouldn't be surprised if this became like the Texas Football League or something, because it's bad. Like
yeah,
it
so
went down.
you mentioned the sponsor, and going on their website, I had seen um, them, trying to attract sponsors, and I know they had talked about like the viewership of the YouTube channel and things like that. And the numbers that they had, I was surprised, and I wondered, how accurate they were. But it doesn't seem like it was enough to really keep sponsors in place there.
Yeah.
So that is unfortunate. Um, and so I think that really does beg the question. So with the loss of that team, can the Continental Football League survive, or have we seen the beginning of the end?
It is this. It could end. It could end tomorrow. It could end next week. It could end after the championship. It could end on a random Tuesday. It could end in 5 years. We don't know. It could rebrand itself after the season. It could all teams could fold. I mean, anything can happen. It's really a wild card. I was very interested to see what the league would do because they had those teams in consideration like Norfolk
Hmm.
and Vegas. And I was even wondering if they would like maybe put the Indy Bison in there or something. But I saw something that said they had fully like backed out of Norfolk and Vegas, and that they're not a part of the league anymore. And they're like ghost teams with no rosters or anything. Um, so I'd say this is most likely the end of this COFL. It's hard to see. It's been like 60 years since the original, and it's tough to see it go. I mean, kind of gives you that like AAF kind of feel with the Alliance, how them folded. Like,
Yeah, I think we certainly hoped that they'd be able to establish something. And then I think, yeah, if you have to make a prediction, I think you're right. I think it's the beginning of the end. The only real question is, how long before the final nail is in the coffin.
I just it could easily be Tall City folding. It could be Cincinnati folding. I mean, who is Cincinnati gonna play? Like, are they just gonna get bye weeks for the rest of the season, and they're gonna make the championship out like 1-2, and they're gonna fight like the 8-0 or 10-0 Brahmas? Like,
I think at this point you just take the four remaining teams and pair them off in the playoffs and, crown a champion that way if the league
Just
is even still going.
yeah. I mean, by the time we get this up and ready and out, the league could be done already. And it's tough. I was very excited for this, but it's coming to an end, and I just
Yeah.
feel bad about it.
Yeah, we saw there were challenges, and we thought, hey, if they can get through this season, then maybe next year, bring in new teams and new life. But now it looks like it's highly unlikely that the season itself will even finish. So I think
Yeah.
we are seeing the death blow to the Continental Football League in the beginning of the end. Any other final thoughts?
Just maybe in another life. Maybe it would have succeeded.
Maybe it is in an alternate universe.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's all for now.